So, herzlich willkommen zu Deutsch 2. Allen, die schon in Deutsch 1 waren, ein Willkommen zurück. Und wir wollen heute noch einmal uns anschauen, wie das Lehrwerk Deutsch im Blick funktioniert. So, I'm going to do the tutorial in English. So, we're going to talk about how to use the Deutsch im Blick material online. So, I'm going to minimize this. Or, I don't know, if you want to see me a little bit, I'll just minimize it a little bit, but I will be talking primarily about our material. So, Deutsch im Blick is our website. So I usually Google it, although I should know the link. It's coral.utexas.edu DIB. And it brings us right to our textbook. You see here is the start page. You can purchase the book right here. It costs us $31 and you'll get it in a days or a week. And it's black and white, which is why I personally prefer to just download it from the website itself, which works the following way. So if you want to go to chapter 1 because you want to review a couple of things, you go right to here, Kurspaket, and it will open chapter 1 as a PDF document. And you see it's 36 pages. Usually they're around 35 to 45 pages per chapter. So you have, but they continuously in the count of pages. So this is chapter 1, and we'll talk about what exactly the pages look like and what it all contains in a little bit. But here you would have, for example, your chapter. So if you go back here, though, to our start page, we see a couple of things. We see here, Einführung ins Kapitel. So first thing you want to do when you start a chapter is watch the video. And it should start. And and you'll have a little 1 minute or 2 minute clip about the chapter. So that's the first thing you want to do, and you want to know exactly what this chapter covers. And then you see the Kurspaket, which is the PDF that I just opened a little bit ago. Then you have another PDF, or sometimes it's multiple PDFs, Lieder und Musik. So this usually is an activity that I assign separately, and you have to complete it. It's 2 pages usually, and it contains the lyrics of the text of the song that is being covered, and it links to the artist, or usually might even link to the song, or you have to go find the song on YouTube, which is an easy thing for you guys to do probably. If you can't find it, just email me and I'll help you out. But usually the artist sponsors their songs on their sites. And then you also have interviews. And this is important once you open the course package, because you have certain activities that are labeled, such as Wer bin ich? And then you have, for example, Harald and Peter. If we go back to the first chapter here, you see one of the first activities in this chapter, and I have to go back to the first activities in this chapter. And they are right here. Harald und Peter, wer bin ich? So you see the exact same title in the activity within the textbook that then corresponds with the actual videos. And you have to just choose the right person. In this case, we have Harald and Peter, and you'll get to know those people really quickly if you haven't yet. And you know, there's Harald.
Wie heißt du?
Ich heiße Harald Becker.
Woher kommst du?
Ich komme ursprünglich aus München.
Ah, wo ist München?
Zivilisierten Teil Deutschland.
Okay, you get the idea. So you get a video. The cool thing about the videos is, and I suggest you do the following. You first just watch the video and listen to it. Second step then may be to watch it with the German transcription. Exact same text. There might be some errors. That's the thing with open resource, but minor errors, really non-substantial to your learning. With the German transcriptions, and then if you still have no clue what he's talking about, there's your help. There's your English. The English. Okay. So that's the great thing about the interview videos. Yeah. So you have the titles, and they are corresponding with the activity titles, and then you just have to know who you're talking about or who is talking. And as I said, you'll learn these people. And if you read the introduction, there's a page with pictures and names of our interviewees. And it goes on. So, and then we also have American students. So you always have to watch out for, am I looking at a video of a German or Swiss speaker, or am I talking to or hearing a video of an American student? So we have Aiden, Hassan, Aaron, Sarah, Sophia. I think those are the ones that are our American students. And then the Sprache im Kontext videos are a little bit more challenging because they do not have transcriptions. And they're usually focusing around a certain topic that, for example, in chapter 2, I believe, we talk about cell phones and how Germans, buy their cell phones in a cell phone store and what plan they could get, for example. Or student ID in this chapter. Cell phone is in this chapter too. Anyway, so you get the idea. And then you go to Wortschatz, and this should be one of the things you do in the beginning. You start and listen to the vocabulary. So you can start by
Begrüßungen.
Section.
Hallo. Guten Morgen. Guten Tag.
So you have a little bit of a break, and then you can repeat it if you want, or you just stop it and then repeat it multiple times. Listen to it again, so you can go through the vocabulary. So, let's go back. You also have Aussprache sections, and these are focusing on a certain topic of pronunciation. In this case, the alphabet, because it's chapter 1. And you can listen to the alphabet, you can listen to some of the words. There are some example words that have the certain letters in them. So that's another great section, especially when you're still struggling with practicing the sounds, because you, as a non-native speaker, might not have developed the capability to produce those words. Then the grammar will lead you to actually the Grammar site. And here you see, this is the start site of Grammar. But if you click on each line right here, you'll be brought to the exact topic. So, for example, we covered nouns. Now, what are the gender of the nouns in German? Mutter. We have der Sohn, but die Tochter. Those are straightforward examples, we would think, because they're masculine and feminine, kind of place in with natural masculine and feminine features. But then you'll see der Tisch, der Bach, der Wein, but die Tür, die Blume und die Brille. So, okay, I just gotta learn der, die, das. Okay, so that's our vocabulary right there, and then grammar, going in with the vocab in the first couple of chapters. It's very hand in hand, and also recommended grammar. Web quests I'll assign, and you'll have to do or choose one of the web quests. You see, you have a couple of questions. In this case, 1, 2, 3 big questions, and you have to browse the web. You have certain links you have to go to find the answers to the questions. It's usually in English in the beginning chapters, and later on it's in German. And then Meinungsumfragen. Ich war schon in so vielen Ländern. Ich fahre meistens. Ich spreche. So all these correspond to a certain topic that was covered in the chapter, and then you can give your opinion on it, and then compare it to other people's opinions. And last but not least, the dia show. And that's just, if you love pictures, this is great because it just shows you Würzburg in this case. Here's the Anger, for example. Just beautiful pictures from Germany. You see some of the German architecture. So a lot of the older German. This is Bamberg. So Wonderful German architecture. Good pictures in general. Berlin. Yeah, this is Berlin. Alrighty, so that is what you would be doing. And it goes on chapters through 10, and then there's some teacher resources. You can look at those too. Core vocabulary as Word documents. Sample syllabus, not the one we're using, but still, if you want to have a look at it. And icons, credit side. And pretty much it. It's really self-explanatory, but make sure you play around a little bit with it and get to understand it. Alrighty, so that will be what I've shown you today. And thank you, and I will show you another little tutorial about grammar in a little bit.